come with me to River State. You know, the contentious 6-month emergency rule in River State is over. Much against the expectations of cynics, suspended Governor Siminalayi Fubara has returned to office. He has asked all residents to reflect on the lessons of the 6-month emergency rule. According to him, the costliest peace, please underline this, the costliest peace is cheaper than the cheapest war. That he resisted pressure to challenge the constitutionality of the suspension of democratic institutions shows that peace, stability, and progress of Rivers people is paramount. That's political wisdom, don't you think?
It is really. Because just like the Nnamdi Kanu case that we discussed, if you had gone to court, that case won't be over until his tenure is over. That's what will happen. The sole administrator,
like a dog fight.
Yeah, the sole administrator will remain there. You know the way we go through court processes here. That thing, the trial within trial will be so much. The going to Supreme Court and back to the same court that is supposed to, will be, you know, the movement
will be tedious.
Is a constitutional matter that he will be fighting. So it's going to go up to the Supreme Court because that's where it will be settled eventually. But it will take him 4 years to achieve that. So his best bet was what he did. This was what a lot of people expected when this fight started. That you are not a politician. You are a civil servant. To learn the way of politicians, you must have been in politics for several years. You must know the people. Somebody told me a word of wisdom he had from a prominent politician in Lagos. He said the politician told another politician, if I want to punish you, now, I will go and report you to people who will deal with you but who you don't even know. So how do you go and beg the person who is dealing with you? And that's what has happened.
They say if your head is used in breaking a coconut, you will never partake of it.
So he didn't make his calculations well. And a lot of people were quick at the point this thing began to say that Wike succeeded in chasing Rotimi Amici out of Rivers. But they've forgotten that this Wike is not just a lawyer. Let's assume that he's not even a lawyer. He started from the grassroots and rose through the ranks. So he knows all the nitty-gritty.
He has been a local government chairman, state assembly member,
chief of staff to the governor. So many, he has been a minister, and he has been a governor. And he's back to being a minister. So when you want to fight a person like that, you must be very sure of yourself. And he's not just in all of these things. He's also waiting for you in the law courts. He's waiting for you in the court of law. His wife is there who can tell you, look, this thing is going to be interpreted this way because he has a foothold there. So what are we talking about? If you ask me, I always stand on the side of those who are in office. Not because they are right all of the time, but because you need to give people freedom to rule, especially when you've had your own chance, you've had your own time to do so. You can't dictate to a man who is supposed to be in power. You have turned him into a weakling, basically. But the man also who is on that seat should also know his own limitation in terms of political connections. He should know. Some elections are going to come up, some off-cycle, some in 2027. Even the governors don't even know where they are headed because they are not as grounded as their opponents.
The latest one, the nearest one is Anambra in November.
So we are there now. We are going towards it. And those who are even in office don't even know the politics to play. That's why we are not having issue-based discussions. People are abusing themselves about how many men they've slept with, who fathered their children.
And so on and so on.
And so forth. We should be talking about issues. And when somebody has taken over the baton, we shouldn't have a godfather who is going to sit on your neck until it breaks. And that's what we've had in Rivers. You know?
Wale, do you see Governor Fubara as a born-again politician?
Well,
if you understand what I mean.
Yes, I think he taught some people lessons, and himself has also been taught bitter lessons. So I believe it was an experience that both parties learned from. The only thing I noticed, you know, if I happened to have been in his shoes, I would have acted differently. Because coming to power, you need to stabilize yourself first before you begin to take on your enemies. You came to power less than 2 months. It's not easy to uproot an Iroko tree that has been there for a very long time. On whose wings you rose to power.
Remember Robert Greene's 48 laws of
Yes. So I think he got the wrong advisors who are pushing him that, look, nothing will happen. They did not do...
sorry, it says something, Organugrio.
Yes, no agree. You know, they did not do a careful strategic analysis of the strengths, of the opportunities, of the weaknesses, you know, and the potentials before going into that battle. Because it was clear you were having, I think, 4 out of 3.
Out of 32.
You know, so how did you want to? And for 2 years, you could not win one person over. You could not even win not even one councillor from Wike's side. So, if you want to fight this kind of battle, you should have waited and bid your time. That is wisdom. And you know, when he was removed, when there was state of emergency, a lot of people were saying, oh, look, we are going to start bombing. I told them, you know, I even saw a senior journalist, you know, he was saying, oh, there will be trouble in the river. I said, look, nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. Because the people, the stakeholders, the hatchet men, you know, the so-called ex-militants and all that, you know, these are people that are also working with the presidency. So who are those people that will just... So there were pockets of bombs, and I said, look, this one, they're just footnotes, nothing will happen. And nothing happened. I think this thing was a kind of window of opportunity for him to learn and relearn. Yeah. Because it would have been removed.
Oh, yeah.
If there was no state of emergency.
If he insisted.
The House of Assembly would have removed him. There would have been noise, there would have been demonstrations. Nothing would have happened. So he should count himself lucky.
But as I said, cynics are not happy about the development.
My position on this thing, in fact, there is a friend of mine, he's a professor. He stopped talking to me because of my stand. I said, look, this guy will not go anywhere. He took that battle too early. Started the battle too early. 2 months, you want to fight somebody who brought you in? It won't work.
Who has been in politics for
so many
years.
And it reminds me of what Napoleon Bonaparte said. He said, in politics, if your enemy is making a mistake, don't interrupt him.
No, don't allow him.
Look at what happened the 8 years of Buhari. Some people in APC, they wanted the current president to be cut to size. 8 years. He patched like a tiger. He didn't speak a word that you can hold against him. If he had turned the battle to a rough fight, he wouldn't have become the president of the country. He would not. They would have, you know, it would have been in fact, he wouldn't have won the primary. But he bided his time. He tolerated all the insults, all the assaults, you know, until it was time for him to pounce. And he pounced decisively. So you must weigh your options. You can't fight every battle at the same time. Pick one at one time. When you finish, go to the, you know, to the next one. So I hope he has learned. If he can play his politics very well, he may even have a second term.
And consider that Governor Fubara would have loved to organize the local government elections, in which case the chairman of councils would have been his men, but he is inheriting them.
But the chairman of councils can still be his men. He should go and learn.
If he plays ball.
In Osun State, Ademola Adeleke inherited APC House of Assembly members.
Osun is not Rivers.
I'm just giving you examples of people who inherited people not elected on their platform.
Okay.
They inherit them. They turn them around. But he didn't do that. That's what he said. He never won one member out of 29.
Yeah.
Only 3 were with him. Out of the remaining 29, he couldn't get one to come to his own side.
Out of the remaining 26.
No, we have 32, like you rightly said.
Yeah.
So he has 3 with him. So how do you say to me you are a politician when you can't do that?
But as Wale said, it is not entirely the governor's fault. Now those governors' men, Organo grew.
See,
Organo grew.
When referring to the primaries he spoke about that produced President Bola Tinubu, when somebody released his own program on a Monday and said he was going to run, I called somebody in that office and asked, what's this all about? They said, yes, the man has done his own work. He has visited the north. He has visited the south. He has everybody with him. And the then president has endorsed him. And I asked, from where? Where is this kind of talk coming from? Because it's good to ask.
Armchair analysts.
No. They were benefiting from that system because they were in that office.
Yeah.
And leading the man down the pit that they knew he wouldn't be able to recover. How do you do that kind of thing to your boss? You yourself, you can't even win your word. You can't deliver your word. And you are telling the man that he has the country with him already. Because he has commissioned a few projects here and there. So he has become the friend of emirs. He has become the friend of...
So who had the last laugh, you or the man?
Well, I'm still laughing. That's the truth. Because you have all of these people who don't even understand politics. People can't play the politics of a small association wanting to play national politics.
Yeah.
Once you don't understand it, or some understand it really, all they want is they want to make money. And once they finish with the man, they abandon him and they go their way. That's what happens. You need to understand the nitty-gritty of what you are going into. The governor got it wrong. And that's because some people, they took advantage of him. They took advantage of his being naive.
Yeah. You know, in politics, as indeed in everyday life, they say, don't let your friends choose you. Choose them.
Yes, sure. You must.
It happens in politics.
Yeah, that's tactics of politics as it is in war. In fact, politics is an extension of war. So all the tactics that are applied
by other means,
ambush, trapping, monitoring, is as they are applied they apply in war, so also they apply in politics. So politics is not just something to just go into. You need to, you know that when Fashola wanted to contest for second term, there were challenges.
Of course.
He was able to handle it. You will not read it in any newspaper unless as gossip. Unless as gossip, because he knew he needed the second term to complete his project. So they had to, you know, there are a lot of undercurrents. They had to hold meetings and all that. So he didn't go out to say, oh, bring some people, come and fight for me, go and demonstrate. No. You know, he handled it with a lot of wisdom.
Yeah.
So wisdom is the greatest virtue that you can apply in any relationship that can help you through any battle.
After all, they say, you know about this, they say if you know that the tomato is a fruit, that is knowledge. But if you know that in preparing a fruit salad, you don't add tomato, that's wisdom.
Yes.
Not everybody get that.
I mean, if some people have wisdom, a sitting governor will not be complaining that a man who is not holding any position has scammed all his people for a particular election.
We wish Governor Sim Fubara Godspeed in his second coming. In his coming, maybe not second coming.
Like I said, now with what he said, and if he pursues that pace, I see him getting a second.
I cannot
because even Wike does not even know what the attitude of the person is going to put down again. So he will be looking at this one who has learned his lesson.
Says
You know?
War no day again. He don't see
He knows that there is war.
So,
He should slow down.
But I want to underline Fubara's statement.
Yeah.
Costless peace is cheaper than the cheapest war.
Yeah, it's right.
After all, the tragedy of war is that it uses man's best to do man's worst.
Yes, yes, yes.
And you must also have heard that some bombs used for war are as costly as $10,000, $20,000 one.
Okay, the backroom boys tell me it is time up. So I want to thank, by the way, the president's wife, that's the
65, yes.
mother figure,
yeah.
Senator Oluremi Tinubu is a year older today.
Yeah.
From the journalist hangout table, we say, happy birthday, madam.
And to President Tinubu, I love that his statement on the wife, Oluremi.
Okay. Wale Ade, I thank you for your time,
thank
your
you
intervention.
very much. Yeah.
No less so, Dotun Oladipo, many times.
Thank you so much.
Okay, folks, that will just about do it. On behalf of the Backroom Boys, I say join us tomorrow for the regular episode of the program. It comes up at 5. But you may watch a repeat broadcast of this particular episode later tonight at 11:30. We are also on YouTube at youtube.com/TVC News Nigeria. I am Citizen Jones Hussein. Bye-bye now. Take care.